We've come out with a new waterfall mechanism, which is the means for making the panels flip over. And in case you've never seen one, this is what a waterfall does. As you pull the cord, the panels turn over and reveal the layer beneath. They're quite fun to make and send, and I'd imagine to receive. The mechanisms themselves come on and just larger than A4 sheet, and you get 3 to a sheet. They do have basic instructions, so if you just follow through, start with number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it shows you exactly what to do. And what works really well with these are our new photo toppers. We have several sheets of different designs: flowers, butterflies, swans, bees, scenery. Then we've got northern lights and frost, some trains, seaside, and word panels as well. And they all combine really nicely to make beautiful waterfall cards. Now, the basics for the card are very simple. These are die cut. You would simply press them out. As you can see, the other two have been used. And then you would fold on the scored lines. They all have score lines here. So all you need to do is fold every score. There we go. And I tend to leave it folded in half. Using double-sided tape or glue if you prefer. And you place the double-sided tape along the top of the section. Although the tape is tearable, I prefer to use a knife because we want neat edges. So just place the knife on there and trim it off. And again for the next section. And you would repeat that all the way down. For this demonstration, I won't do all of them. So we peel off the backing. I prefer to fold it so you can actually see exactly where you are. And we start with the bottom panel that we're going to place. These are our CDTs. They come as a panel, they're quick and easy to use. So we're going to place this on the cutting mat so we can place this panel central onto it. As you can see, we get nearly 3 squares each side. So now we want to place the top level with the fold of the mechanism and stick it on. And then we'll bend it to reveal the next tape. We're going to place it on the top of the, we're going to place it on the fold here, but we want it to be level with the first panel. So we'll hold it, slide it, and then onto the panel. So we've made sure that we've got it level with the previous panel. And then remove the tape from the last fold. We've placed it level top and bottom with these, and then we want it to go to the top of the fold. And that's as simple as it is. This has a little hole, so if we press out, there we go, it's die cut, so you only have to press it out. And then we put the end of the tab through the slot here, and then really we can work it. You would tie a ribbon or a string through the hole here, and then for the first couple of goes you need to open it and give it a nice press along the fold so that it kind of remembers what you want it to do. So there's your waterfall ready to go onto a card. You can add more panels, you have more space, or you don't have to, that's up to you. and then you can decorate the backs of the panels as they flip over. You can fix down the last panel so that it will only turn the two, but really that's up to you. And now it's ready to mount onto a card anyhow you like. And I'll give you a few examples of what we've done that might spark off some ideas for you. So we'll start with this one. It's a simple, straightforward one. It uses the wording panels off of our toppers. We have 2 sheets of wording, and then, oh, sorry, that needs a press, and then you can pull it down. This one's all about boats, as you can tell. We've used the boats, and you'll find that we have 2 sort of match. So you've got 2 A Special Boy, and then Happy Birthday, and they're done in the same style, so they go together quite nicely. Of course, you can use them on their own, it doesn't have to be like that. And then we've used our PKBP background papers, which are A5 plus, to add little bits. This tab here is actually covered over, so you've got more to stick down to the card. You would stick this piece to the card. It will tell you on the sheet that you get, but this piece gets stuck to the card. For this, we've actually been able to add some more to it. Again, using our BKPP background papers. Again, they're using our new toppers, which go quite nicely, and the wording panels as well. Just a simple, lovely, bright card for a get well soon. Here we've used our big peel-off numbers, which make it something special for somebody that's reached a ripe old age, but it can be any age really. And then you've got the pictures and words mixed in together on your waterfall. So the 80 actually is fixed to the tab. Very similar again, very bright, quite striking. Then we have this one, which is still using our PKBP papers and the topper panels. And then it's got all the lovely pastel flowers that go very pretty, that go very nicely with these papers. And then because we're crafters, we started playing. There's no reason why it has to go top to bottom. These ones go side to side. These are the Northern Lights. And they make a really pretty side to side one. And adding the peel-offs along the pull bar is nice because it slowly reveals the message. It's quite a nicer way of doing it. All of the ones we've done so far have been ranged, so you see a bit of the picture. This one's been done a bit differently. The waterfall is actually a part of the design, so it looks a bit like the door of a beach hut. The panels are cut slightly larger, so that leaves a really large border around the picture. And then the top panels have been decorated too. So as you pull, you get more and more of a message. And here we've cut some little seagulls to just decorate the top panel when we've said all we need to say. And I think that makes a really different card. Nice way of using the panels. This is cut from a PKBP again. It looks like a window. All of the ones we've seen up to now have used the topper panels. This one is actually made using the CDTs. It's using the baby set of papers as well, and then we've got a paper punched frill. And just to show you how the bigger panel is perfectly happy to work on these as well. So as we pull, these have all been decorated on the back, and I've added little peel-off stars and dots up the side. And because on babies I think you like to go over the top, or certainly I do, go over the top with the panels. We've got little tags to fit in a pocket made from the papers. So you could actually put birth dates or names on the back of there to make it a bit of a keepsake. And the same with these ones. These are made into little tags. And I think that makes a pretty card for a keepsake. And the big panels really don't mind. It's laid onto mirror paper. If you used card, that would be a little too heavy, so it's paper. And then these are stuck to the back of the mirror paper, and these are cut from the pack of baby papers that we sell. For this one, just because you have 6 slots to use, you don't have to use them. And this one uses just 2, as you'll see. And that's all you really need to get the message across for this, I think. I quite like just the 2. And this uses our cog peel-off stickers, and I quite like this one goes over the edge. And because I've backed it with another cog, it's not sticky, so both sides can be just over the edge, which is a nice little touch, I think. And I've tied the ribbon pull in the fashion of a tie, being a masculine card. Well, you don't only have to use panels. This is a bit of a mess about one, where the caterpillar sort of curls up and moves along. That'd make a really quite fun young person's card. It's sort of wibbly wobbly about. The antennae are made from wire and just a wobbly eye with a drawn on face. And this is another mess about card, a great child's card. These are colourable little animals, which I've always quite loved, and I've cut the green into grass. Then the panels I've actually cut from green with grassy tops, and then when you pull it, it's like having a little friend come over to play, and it reveals your message here. I think that's really quite a fun one. And hopefully any 4-year-old would love it. So there's quite a variety of things you can do with these mechanisms, and I hope that's given you some ideas and you'll go off and enjoy making your own versions.